What's up, people? Happy Sunday. Yes, I'm by myself for the moment. Brady's running a little late. Everybody had graduation parties or graduation shit going on this weekend. My daughter had prom Friday. My son graduated the other day. It's busy, busy time, but Brett should be joining us shortly. And Joe is MIA. He was at Texas Frightmare all weekend long, and I'm not sure if he's on his way back or if he's still there or if he got swallowed in by the whole event. But I figured instead of just sitting here waiting, everybody's chatting away in the chat, and I'm sitting here like I want to hang out and chat with everybody and see what's going on. And we got some cool subjects tonight, some cool topics. We're going to do our top killer reveals in horror. I mean, there's two of them right there that are big ones. One right here that's the other side. Yeah, there we go. One of the biggest ones for me. And we're going to do a movie review of Jason Goes to Hell, because we're going to pick back up after last week's fun episode of us watching Police Academy, which was a pisser. And then we got what's our top fives in there? Top 5 killer beatdowns. I think somebody suggested that. I forget. I write down everything everybody suggests because my brain, I have a brain fart when it comes to these things. And when we're sitting here trying to brainstorm what to do for the show, we're always forgetting stuff. That's why I take notes. I got my little notepad here. But hopefully this week is going to go really, really well, because I got a new computer. I got new monitors. I was messing around with everything. I think everything's set up right, so things should move quicker. Hopefully my internet's better now. My old dinosaur computer finally shit the bed. So hopefully we're good. We got a nice powerful laptop and some new monitors. So I'm like a kid at a candy store. So let's see who's hanging in the chat, because the chat room's been going for a couple of minutes. I've been watching it. Who's here? Oh, our good buddy Lurch, channel member and moderator. The channel member, Ryan Underwood. They're sleepaway camp and then there's the rest. Yeah. I don't know if you got any of you guys watched the latest episode of it wasn't the thing with two heads. Sean Clark did that whole summit again with all the promoters for the conventions, and he was going on about how bad that for those that don't know, Felissa Rose did I forget where she was. She did a photo op wearing this outfit dressed as, the whole it was supposed to be the recreation of the ending of Sleepaway Camp, and she had a fake dick and everything hanging off of it. And they're going on about how look, it is what it is, but seriously, that's a new low. But yeah, go watch it. Sean Clark's latest episode. It was pretty cool. Stefan's in the house. Look at that. Another guest appearance. Can you believe Priscilla Point turned 100 years old? Holy shit. Jesus. I'm 52, hoping to make it to 53. Who else is in the chat here? Just rewatch Revenge of the Sith. Good. I love Revenge of the Sith. So, it's Peter Mayhew's birthday. Weekend's over for Ryan already. Yeah, he's got up at 2:30. Yeah, you beat me. You're going to the gym, and I'll be up at 4:15. Ugh. I want to think about it. Who else is saying that in the chat here? Let's see. Scrolling. Everybody, who went to Priest? See some people talking about Priest. Anybody go see Judas Priest? Nice. Oh, Gene. What's up, Gene? Gene's in the house. Gene's awesome. Oh, and there's our good buddy Colin, another channel member and good friend. What is up, Colin? All the way over from Belfast. Damn, everything's moving. TSL podcast. What is up, Darren? Holy shit. No work tomorrow? What are you doing up this late? Wow. And of course, Bill's in the house. What's up, Bill? I'll give everybody Bill. Bill's in the house. He has to get his proper introduction. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Fuck the other Everscathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit.
Never gets old. Never gets old. Yeah, so I'm going to fly solo a bit till Brady shows up. It looks like I got a message. Hold on a momento. Brett's typing. He's typing. He's 10 to 15 minutes out. So you're stuck with little old me for a couple more minutes. And Joe is MIA. Hey, what's up? 709. What's up? No work tomorrow. What is it? Holiday over there? On the other side of the pond? Awesome. Wait a second. What? Stefan's got no work too. What's going on? Why do I have to work tomorrow? Why is everybody off tomorrow? What the hell? What the hell? Come on. Yeah, so tonight, we can jump into some stuff. I don't have any new items in my collection. I don't know if you guys got anything. I want to throw it in the chat. I know there's a couple collectors in the chat. You guys got anything new? And I believe Brady didn't get anything either. We were just trying to save some funds. Darren's in the chat. I was just talking to the wife. We're trying to get everything set up for our visit to Manchester for the love of horror. So we're budgeting our summer, budgeting our trip. Eric, what's up? Eric's in the house. And another illustrious channel member, Raccoon Eyes. What's up, Raccoon? yeah, anybody interested in joining the channel? We have 3 tiers. It's very cheap. We just want to get a nice community built here, a little bit of funds, because basically every time we do a giveaway, it comes out of my collection or the other guy's collection. So we want to get some money together and we can do some giveaways and some raffles and like all the cool kids do. Victoria Day in Canada. Okay, I've heard of Victoria Day. I know what that is. So he's got a holiday next Monday in the UK. Well, yeah, we have next Monday is our holiday here in the States. It's Memorial Day. So next weekend's a 3-day weekend. So I don't know what we're doing for a podcast. We might do one maybe Friday. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'm not doing shit. I usually just stay home. So I'll see what the boys want to do. The Halloween collection strong. Everybody's collection is, yeah, I'm nothing new this week. You know, I know Trick or Treat Studios is having a 15% off halfway to Halloween sale. And I went on there and I started looking at stuff and I'm like, I got off that quick before I start spending a shit ton of money. So yeah, nothing new. Anybody else get anything interesting? You throw it in the chat. We'll hang out for a couple of minutes before we get started. So yeah, and think about your killer reveals in horror. There was more than I thought. This was somebody's suggestion. I don't know. It's probably Travis. Travis always gives us such great ideas. So I always write it down. 4-day weekend for you next week. Ooh, look at you got an extra day off. Look at that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a 3-day weekend. This work thing is really starting to suck. It's just not fun anymore. Well, very, very cool. Yeah, so Priest tour. Oh, who went? So you went to see Priest? Well, did they have Sabaton opening for him? Because that's the show my son went to see. Slasher Fred, what's up? Chucky reveals himself in the original Child's Play during the first half of the original. You're left clueless whether the doll really is alive or it's just all. That's on my list. It's very, very true. And people can argue, well, you kind of knew. Not necessarily, just because, think of the time that it came out. It really didn't show a lot as the killer doll in those trailers. Background with all that Mike Myers sure looks nearly black and white behind you. Almost, yeah. I try to keep it nice and dark in the background. I think it looks creepy with all the heads staring at me. And this one got actually this is the latest one. The killer's mask is sitting on a microphone stand. What we got here? Oh, so Joe's still. Oh, so Joe sent me a message. He's still a Texas Frightmare. He's into the room soon. So maybe we'll get live on the scene. So he's probably still in Texas Frightmare, probably till tomorrow. So I'll check out. He had a bunch of good shit he put up on his channel. Looked like a blast. I'm sure he's gonna have some good stories. I was gonna go to there was the Horror Sideshow Market in Jersey yesterday. I was gonna go to, and I was just too busy. Oh, good thing you brought that up. Any thoughts on JLC's lobby card? Yes. When I saw the price, I was like, yeah, seriously, $500. I mean, I know it's for charity, but $500? Did anybody buy it? Anybody in the chat go and get it? I mean, I considered it because the first few that she put out were $200, and I never picked one up. And I thought it was cool because it was a lobby card from 2018. And I'm like, it's for charity, $200. Maybe I'll get it, hang it on the wall. But then I saw $500. I'm like, get the hell out of here. And usually those sell out. Usually you can't get your hands on them. I don't know if there's any left, but I know as of hours later, and even today, I think there was still some left because people were like, forget it. We know it's for charity, but that's a little bit overpriced. What's that? I wouldn't even. Yeah, good one, Gene. I wouldn't even harm a fly. You got that one right. Yes, you did. Yeah, way too much. That's $200. Yeah, I could see. And they sold like hotcakes at $200. And I would do it for $200 because still a little overpriced for a signature, like if you met her in person. But then you factor in going to a show, you factor in the price you pay to go to the show. It pretty much balances itself out for $200. But $500, no, you can keep that shit. Colin's trying to reel it in with the spending now. I need to start buying guest tickets for the love of heart. Yeah. So now, so I don't know if Darren's still in the chat. So the entry tickets are for sale still. They're for sale already, right, Colin? Obviously, you said you got yours. I got to look into that and get them. I really got to get moving on it. I've been so busy, but I got to do it before I get screwed and I can't get stuff. Oh, look at that. Yep, exactly. $500. I'm sorry, yeah, man. Look, I know it's for charity, but come on. That's just a little bit too pricey. That's bleeding people. I mean, we spend enough money at these damn conventions. $200. Maybe make it $200 and maybe sign a few more. I mean, what's a couple more to sign? I mean, really? Come on. She's not really doing much anyway these days. I mean, I know she just won an Oscar, but that movie, I'm sorry, that movie was dog shit. That was a pity Oscar. Saving for Nightmare Weekend, going solely for Carpenter. Nice. So the art sale, you got yours a while ago. Okay, I have to go on maybe tonight. I'm going to make a note of that so I don't forget. I don't write shit down these days, man. I don't remember anything. Because I want to make sure I don't want to travel over and not be able to get in. That would suck. Ryan says, for $500, I better get to grab both boobs. Both boobs. You better be able to feel those things, take pictures with them, flicker nipples for $500. I mean, seriously, come on. But yeah, we could start. So the best killer reveals in horror. Now, we could start now. Brady will be along soon, and Joe's probably going to pop in, and he'll probably give us an update because he's at Texas Frightmare. So I love a good horror film where you don't know who the killer is. I mean, of course, I didn't say let's rank these. I mean, of course, the first one that came to mind was Halloween, because when I first saw it, you've seen everything from the point of view of the killer. You have no idea who the killer is, because why would you suspect it? It's a little boy, 6-year-old boy. So it's nice when you see films like that and have a nice twist. It makes it really interesting. So first one I thought of, obviously, was the OG Halloween, because you never would have thought that. And of course, you can even make the argument for later on with the so-called angelic face reveal towards the end, and which we know he's not so angelic now, right?
What kind of cunt does that?
Yeah, exactly. This is one that's on my list. Yeah, Axel, My Bloody Valentine reveal, because you had no idea who the killer was, because for all intents and purposes, they were telling you that Harry Warden was dead. So if Harry Warden's dead, how could he be the killer? So you're thinking to yourself, okay, is it this kid? Just like a copycat killer? And both My Bloody Valentines I enjoyed. Like, of course, I love the first one, nostalgia, to the nth degree. Make sure you go watch the uncut version, because it's really, really cool. But I love that remake. The remake was awesome. And yeah, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a big Atkins fan, much like you guys are. And Atkins was awesome in it. But I think it was they made our list of best remakes when we did our top 5 remakes, and that was on my list. That's a good one. That didn't put this on my list, Bill. That's great. The first Orphan movie, I was watching that with my wife, and we had no clue. The two of us were like, "Wait a second, what? Seriously?" That's a good one. That was a good reveal. Let's see, because I'm chatting away. Let's see what else people are here. Let's see. This was a good one. Yeah, I'm not necessarily a horror film, but that was a good twist at the end of The Usual Suspects with Kevin Spacey. I didn't see that coming, that he was Kaiser Sose. That was a good one. Particularly, his oldest living, she was the strict. Yeah, I remember who she was, but I didn't realize she was that old. Holy shit. The one thing I'm happy about is when they make the sequels to Psycho, the actor was still around. Yeah, because Psycho 2, I mean, this isn't to take anything away from the original Psycho because of its importance and its relevance of what it brought to the horror genre. But I love Psycho 2. I'm sorry, man. I'm going out and saying I like Psycho 2 better than the original. And it's also a timing thing. It's my age. I was young watching horror movies at that age, and I fell in love with Psycho 2. And then I truth be told, saw Psycho 2 before I saw the original. And then when I went back and watched the original, I was like, it was good, but you got to remember, for the time frame, I've mentioned on this before, rest in peace, my mother told me a story about her and her girlfriends going to see it. And you figure 1960, teenage girls, that scared the shit out of them. Let's see. Max being the lead vampire all the time in Lost Boys during the dinner scene, he passes the test to prove his humanity. Yeah, Lost Boys. I can't believe we haven't done a watch along of Lost Boys yet. We have to get on that. Let's see. Michael, as a reveal in the OG, scared. Yeah, it was, because you figure he was 6 years old. He was a 6-year-old child. So I saw this in 1980. I was 8 years old, so I would technically have been 2 years older. And that would have been like a kid I was in school with that did this. That was weird. You never think that. Colin's going old school. Yeah, one of the best reveals is the original Phantom. Sure, Lon Chaney. The makeup is amazing. I mean, that's such an iconic image. Let's see. I didn't see. Stephen saying he hasn't seen Orphan yet. I didn't see the second one. I'm sure everybody has seen it by now, and I forgot about it, truth be told. I have to check it out. The Funhouse is a good reveal, too. Yeah. That's a good one, man. The Funhouse is that's a great film. That's a lot of fun. Now, here's a good one. Lurch breaks up. I have this on my list. This is basically a reveal in every movie. So the Scream franchise is much. Shout out to Frank Riker. I don't know if Darren's still here, because we all know how much Frank hates the Scream franchise. Actually, he was even talking about doing a whole rant on it on his channel. It's a reveal every movie. It's a whodunit. Dress to Kill, yeah. We just talked about that. We've been talking a lot about Brian De Palma lately. We should really go down a rabbit hole and start doing some watch-alongs of his films. You just start with Carrie. Let's see what we got here. Why is my screen not moving? Okay, there it goes. Do Killer's real name reveals count? I do like Alien 2. He was given a name. Yeah, why not? Because it's still a reveal. It's a shock. It's a twist. Why not? What the hell? There's no rules. You have no rules here. I was going to ask about this. I saw that you were going to see this, and you're the first person that I know that's seen it. Wait, did Brett see it? I was talking to Brett last night. I don't even remember if he mentioned it. So don't see the new Strangers film. It's total shit, huh? Wow. Yeah, I was a little leery about it, because I love both of them. I think the first and the second one are just great. Darren, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Frank's epic rant on how much he loves Scream, the Scream franchise. Yeah, and then they threw us for a loop in Scream 3. That's right, with just the one killer. That's right. Yeah, let's see what's another one. One of the best reveals ever is the end of Them from 2006. Outstanding movie based on a true story. I didn't see the one in 2006. I have to go check it out. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is, yeah. Wait, I think you want to see a killer reveal when the shark comes up alongside of the boat. Yeah, when Roy Scheider's just throwing stuff. I mean, that part, man, that makes you jump. Yes. Yeah, this was high on my list here. Mrs. Bates, because you go back, you watch that OG Friday the 13th. You don't have, people can, there's always going to be those people that watch a film and say, I figured it out right away. All right, then you tell me how the hell you would have figured out Mrs. Bates, not Mrs. Bates, Mrs. Voorhees as a killer in Friday, the original. No way in hell. She's not mentioned in it at all. Just a legend of a kid that drowned. There's no mention that she worked there. So that's probably one of the that's one of the high ones on my list that was real high up, because you had no clue. There's no mention of her. She just shows up at the end, and all of a sudden she's the killer. Malignant, that was on my list. Yep. The Saw where Hoffman was revealed. Yeah, that was shocking. And the original one, where John's on the ground. I remember watching that, the first Saw, and he just starts to get up, and you're like, wait a second, what? He's alive this whole time? I had no clue he was laying there alive. Kuhn says the imported movie called Them is like The Strange. It has a cool twist as to who them are. I have to check that out. I've not seen it. I gotta write that down. I write these movies down. I have a laundry list of movies to catch up on. I got to do some serious stuff. Now the nicer weather's coming, I gotta set up my screen in my backyard. Yeah, that. Oh, I didn't even think of that. And I even did a review of this on this channel. Good one, Lurch. Alice, Sweet Alice. Right? That's a good one. The whole time you thought it was Alice. Alice did it. It was Alice. No, it wasn't Alice. Sorry, spoiler alert. Go watch my review. I mean, anytime Fred Krueger revealed as a shapeshifter, a la Donald Freddy's Killing Nancy's the third film. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's gonna be Freddy's as a killer reveal. I guess maybe when you find out his backstory of why he's killing, because that's maybe a little bit of a twist or shocker because you find out what happened to him. Because they kept showing him in the first one, you saw him, so he really wasn't hidden. But it's definitely a shocker to find out, what he did. He was a child molester, and all the parents got together and killed him. So that's a bit of a reveal. And that could actually make our top 5 list tonight too. Our top 5 list is top 5 killer beatdowns in horror, and they basically beat his ass down and killed him. Yes, one of my films near and dear to my heart. The original Black Christmas, when it was revealed that Billy is still hiding out in the sorority house and that Peter was just a scapegoat. Absolutely, Slasher Fred. That was right at the top of my list. One of my favorite films, turning 50 this year. Yep. That is definitely a big one. I remember when I first saw that film, and I saw it after Halloween. I know obviously we know it predated Halloween, so there was a lot of, borrowed little things from it. And I remember watching it, and I'm watched the after Halloween thing. I'm like, oh God, is this like a little kid, or is this going to be somebody in a mask killing because it was a Christmas movie, like a Santa Claus killer? And you find out you really don't find anything about him. You don't know who he is, why he's doing what he's doing, where he came from. And that is like one of the best things about that film. The ambiguity of who this person is. Because sometimes these films give you too much backstory. And sometimes that's what was great about the original Halloween when it first came out. You had no idea, like, why did this kid flip script and just kill his sister? And now he broke out. Why is he going after these people? That's the part of it that is so great, because that's the truly frightening part, when there's no answer as to why. Like you said, like they're in The Strangers. Why are you doing this? Because you were home. There's no reason. That to me is truly frightening. That's the frightening part of horror. What's this? Freddy versus Jason. It turns out to be Freddy. Also make them remember what fear tastes like. Yeah. We'll be watching that in 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, I love Black Christmas. Can't wait to see. I know a lot of us here watch Dave McCrae, and I can't wait to see his follow-up. Chapter 2, It's Me, Billy, because the first one was outstanding. I'm a supporter. I donate to the camp, to the cause. The reveal, and I Can See You in Summer of '84 are good too. Yeah, Summer of '84. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Good. Oh, looks like I'm being joined by somebody. What's up, Eddie? Uh-oh.
No, I'm not at Texas Frightmare.
Joe said he was heading back to
What's
the room.
wrong? What happened? Did something happen?
No, we're good. I was just chatting away. We got into a bunch of killer reveals already. We already forego all
really?
our collections because I got nothing new. You got nothing new. We're just
Yeah,
chatting away.
this is good. There's nothing new.
Yeah, everybody's throwing some in the chat that I didn't even think of, which is real cool.
Hey, Colin, Matt, Gene, Stefan, Bill. Oh, so you're on the killers. Okay.
That's true. Yeah, Hostile too. Yeah. But the friends switch roles and the sane one becomes a maniac. That's a good one. Very cool.
You guys, I think when I turned off when I got out of my car, Orphan's a real good one. That one I thought of right away.
I forgot about that. It was either Bill or Colin threw it in. I was saying I was watching them with my wife, and she really doesn't watch horror movies with me.
I would, Pat, you said you didn't see the sequel / prequel. I still think it's worth watching.
I want to see it.
It's a different take on that character.
I forgot it came out, and people talked about it for a little bit, and then it came and went, and I completely flew right over my head. I have to go check it out.
Let's see. Right, you
Terror
survived
Train.
this.
Yeah, I guess that because I mean because they didn't know who it was who was killing everybody, and they didn't realize it was the kid that they basically made fun of and tortured with the dead body.
I guess it wasn't really like I think Spacey, not Usual Suspects, but Seven. That was wild that he was. Yeah, I remember seeing that movie not knowing Kevin Spacey was in it. It was
Yeah.
just kind of bizarre.
Oh, look at that! What's up, Matt? How was Dawn at
Oh.
Music Box?
Hey, Matt. Yeah. I don't know, Pat. Did we talk about that last night? I don't remember what we talked about last night.
Yeah, we both had a little bit of a buzz.
Yeah, it was awesome. I thought it was cool in 3D. It was much a clearer picture. Modern in 3D looks pretty damn cool in some spots. But I really was looking forward to go and talk to Ken Forey, but his line was way too long. I wanted to show him his picture with Pat and Joe at dinner.
Yeah, it still drives me crazy that I missed him when he was here.
Yeah, I think Dawn of the Dead's a movie I think you should see on the big screen. Regardless, that's my favorite Romero movie. But I think you told me last night what's yours, the original 68, right?
Yeah, I love me the
Or
OG.
It's 68, right?
68, and I love Dawn of the Dead. I love them all, but yeah, that one is just that's a staple from my youth. Watch it all the time.
You had Halloween on there, right? Somebody already talked about Halloween.
Yeah, as a kid, I remember there was always they used to have a double feature around Halloween. It was always the OG Return of the Living Dead and Dementia 13. Used to watch it every year.
Pat, I think you would agree with this. I think a lot of people in the chat would agree. Isn't it cool if you ever go see these retro screenings, you're just with like similar people. Like there was all these people in horror gear. I think I ended up wearing, I think I wore my fog t-shirt or something like that, but it was just, you're just with your people when you see the movies like that. It's just a lot of fun. People that have similarities with you.
Yeah, speaking of the original Return of the Living Dead, not Return of the Living of the Night of the Living Dead. I remember when they had its 50th anniversary, and they did the release in theaters, and they showed it, and they had a whole documentary and everything. I went with my son, and it was just great. There was so many. We were chatting with people more than we were watching the film because everybody was just going on about how much the movie meant to them. It was awesome.
Yeah.
The Prowler. Yeah, right. The Prowler.
How about, did anybody talk about Us? Like that movie that came out just a couple years ago from what's his
Us.
name? That was kind of crazy where they were flip-flopped, right?
Yeah. Suspiria. Yeah. Oh, Tourist Trap. Yeah, Tourist Trap. I mean, you kind of could figure out who it was, but still, you didn't know because they tried to make it play it off like it wasn't him, like it was a brother. But really, it wasn't a brother.
It's kind of like Body Double. I hate to bring up Body Double again. You kind of knew it was Greg Henry, but
yep.
Until you didn't really know until the end.
Let's see what else did we throw in here. Somebody threw in here like all the Giallo movies. Something. It's like pretty much Angela's dick.
Oh boy, yeah. Did you ever see 8mm with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Do you remember like that villain with the leather mask, the Machine?
The Machine, yeah.
So we saw that movie. That came out like at the end of high school for me. And when Nicolas Cage is fighting the guy at the end, he takes his mask off and he looks like pretty much Jason Alexander, Seinfeld. It's like,
yeah, it does. It's right.
You're like, that guy's the killer, that guy's the Machine.
That says I live a few blocks from my favorite Reveal House theater. Just went to see The Searchers 2 weeks ago. Seen everything there, and they always have big guests. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Get Out.
That's one of my favorite John Wayne films. It's a good one.
Mopar, what's up? Mopar's in the house. What's shaking? Everybody's in here. We got 18 people. Hit that like button.
Awesome.
Let's get those likes up. Let's give it a stiffy. Just get it up.
Colin's going to see The Fog in the theater. Cool.
Going to see The Fog. It's coming Friday as a one-off screening. Really? I didn't see it in the theater. The Fog.
I think I told you.
Awesome.
Flashback weekend, when their earlier years, they used to have the big inflatable, like drive-in outdoor screen, and they took the parking lot and you just brought lawn chairs out and you pretty much like tailgated and watched the movies, and The Fog was one of them. That was fun.
That's cool as hell. I mean, I've watched it in my backyard on my screen, but I've never seen it in the theater.
Bill, you had a song based on 8mm.
Really? Oh God, you got to send us that. I got to hear that.
Oh yeah.
The Wicker Man. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely a twist surprise.
Nicolas Cage is trying to he wants to know more about the machine because he's trying to figure out what's going on. And remember, he recommends him for the phony movie they're going to make. The machine's there. He's like, "Hello, machine. I love your work." And you just hear him like growl, like, the mask on.
Oh, here's a good question. Is there any horror movies you knew who the killer was before it was revealed? I'm sure there is, but I'm thinking off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's right. Those the throwback trailers. Yeah, that was cool.
Trying to think. Well, you knew who the killer was right away.
It's not horror, but I gotta tell you, when Edward Norton kind of just opens up at the end of Primal Fear, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. You kind of knew it. You knew it.
Yeah.
Freaking
Richard Gere comes walking out of there like, oh God.
That's a great movie. I haven't seen that in a while. He played that part so well.
Yeah, Goodnight Mommy. That had me. Yeah, and then they remade it. I didn't see the new one, Matt. I saw the foreign one, and it held my attention.
I'm still thinking. I'm sure there is, but you threw me off my game. I'm trying to think. I'm sure.
The twist and fall. Remember how the twist and fall was kind of like not at the end? It was like what 2/3 into the movie. Remember that whole thing?
Oh, right. When you realize she's hallucinating and that what's her name?
Yeah.
Was dead. Yeah. That was a good movie. That was that one came out of nowhere. I enjoyed that.
It's got our friend Virginia Gardner in there.
Yeah. It was definitely interesting. Because I was thinking when I heard the premise of it, I'm like, dude, you're gonna be up on this thing for the whole time. How is that even a movie? But they made it a film and it was good. Yeah, Laurie Metcalf in Scream 3.
Scream 2, right?
Scream 2, rather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Loomis, I've seen pictures of you. This is after a lot of work.
Somebody put the Man in Black in there, huh? Well, I guess that's, yeah.
Yeah, like if you want to talk about a reveal, yeah. I mean, Sixth Sense, I saw that in the theater and I didn't see that coming. Sorry. I didn't know he was dead.
You and I talked about that. Like the one
the
one that had a really wild ending was The Game with Michael Douglas. And I remember seeing that when it came out. I said I'd never watch it again, but now it's been like what 25 years. I have to go back and revisit that movie because that was a wild movie.
Oh yes, Lasher. I had this one. I had that one on my list when it's revealed that it's that roommate that keeps killing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Happy Death Day is a fun movie. I like that movie.
I like that movie. That's fun. It's got a nice little bit of humor. She's easy on the eyes, and it was great how she. It's I don't know. I just really enjoy. They gave a lot of shit to part 2, and I thought part 2 wasn't bad either. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Part 2 kind of went wild. It kind of went like
sci-fi.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it. I
don't think I'd watch it again. I really liked the first one though.
Yeah, I can see that. The second one probably really didn't have a lot of rewatchability, but I didn't dislike it. A lot of people shit all over it. I'm like, it wasn't bad. What else do I have on my list here? See if we missed any of them.
Isn't that the Scorsese one with DiCaprio where they're on the island? They're the detectives going in that prison. Wasn't that? Didn't have kind of a twist to it?
Which one?
With Leonardo DiCaprio. Was that Mark Ruffalo with them? Is that Staten Island? No, I don't. Somebody else.
I know the movie. I honestly never saw it. I know what you're talking about, though. I never saw it.
Shutter Island. Thank you, Matt.
Shutter Island. Yep. Yeah, I didn't see it. What else did I have on here? Oh, here. I put this one on here. This may make our other list later too, but you're next.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
No.
I mean, yeah, you didn't see that she was going to be like a Rambo chick, but you also didn't realize who you're trying to figure out why these people doing this. And then the reveal is who's killing them and why.
Well, and you know what though? You're going to probably, it's not easy to bring up because you haven't seen it yet, but Abigail's kind of got that to it too at the end. So
I got to check it out. I really got to go watch that. I'm sure it's going to be streaming soon. So I'll just check it out and wait till it streams.
Soylent Green, they're made of people. Don't eat it.
So great. Oh, hey, what's up? Travis is in the house. The movie Devil.
Oh, hey,
was
Travis.
the main character killing the cop's son. Speaking of Connell Cochran, did you guys see the picture that Joe posted with the guy cosplaying as Connell Cochran at Texas Frightmare?
He took, there's a lot of
It
friends.
looked great.
I think I've counted 4 Facebook friends that took pictures with that guy.
He looked great though. He was carrying the tray with the mask around. He looked a lot like him. It was awesome.
Dude, that convention looks nuts.
Stacy Bond.
Like it's everywhere.
I'd like to get out there one of these days. Definitely got to get out there.
That was like
Gremlins will get
Carpenter's
our
first
game
convention
for the
appearance in like many of years. That was his first show he did, and it was a lot smaller. That was what, 2010, I think I went down
I mean,
there.
there was a lot of people that I follow on, like you said, you saw a bunch of people taking pictures with. I mean, Jesus Christ, all the people that I have friends with on Instagram or follow on Instagram. I mean, there was a ton of people there posting pictures all weekend. Maybe he'll pop in because he said he was heading to his room, so maybe he'll pop in.
You see, Sean Clark went to a basketball playoff game when he was there.
Yeah, instead of being there, he was at a basketball game. I saw that. The third Predator movie with the reveal Topher Grace as a serial killer was unexpected, as it was so outside of the character he plays.
Yeah, that movie was hard to watch again.
It's hard to digest.
Yeah, I couldn't do it again, man. Can't do it.
I get it yet.
I can't die.
Who else is
I'm
on my
sure there's
list
a
here?
few we're missing though, because there's a
Well, we did. Somebody mentioned earlier Sleepaway Camp. I had that on here. Oh, well, you know what? People were saying Mrs. Voorhees. What about Roy from Friday 5?
yeah, that should be on there, of course.
Yeah, as a reveal there. Nobody, because everybody's wondering, well, Jason's dead.
Mr. Wyland, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It was Roy the whole time. Fake Jason. Facing.
Well, did somebody say Thanksgiving, arguably, even though you kind of they were breaking it down to who could have been anyways. You were getting close to winding it down who you're going to find out who the killer was in Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I didn't have that on this list. Thanksgiving, which is true. Did you mention it, Roy, Stefan? Yeah, definitely Thanksgiving, because what's good about Thanksgiving is you think it's the sheriff, but then you don't think, and then then it turns out to be him. It's like they sort of made you think it was him. Then you're like, maybe it wasn't him, because he was right outside with them. Remember, like maybe when they're seasoning and doing another thing, he was with all the other detectives and everything right after that, like in between, and then it turned out to be him. So they sort of did throw like a little shade over it.
What do you think who really hit it like heavy? Which movie really concentrated on the killer reveal being the thing? Would you say kind of Scream, maybe? That was probably like the one.
Well, Scream is built on it. It's built on killer reveals.
The
Every
killer
film is a
reveal,
different
yeah.
killer. So it's a whodunit. Every one is a killer reveal. Sure. I think, and probably the most iconic one is right below you, the Norman Bates there, because
Well, that was the foundation, right?
that's like the Mount Rushmore, because you think about that moment at the very end, because the whole thing you're wondering, is his mom still alive? It's if you don't know anything about the film, why would you think he was dressing up like his mother? So yeah, that's definitely one hell of a reveal.
It's kind of funny, like The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. It's like every time there's a different killer reveal, just like throughout the movie.
Ooh, Blood Rage, that's a good one. And somebody up here too who mentioned the Brood. We keep talking about the Brood. I gotta go back and rewatch that. I gotta go
I
get
haven't
that
seen the Brood before.
lobby card out with the girl from the Brood, and it's and I think it's a Halloween 3 lobby card, and they have the wrong photo actually on it. it's an Italian one.
Curtains doesn't have a killer reveal type thing, does it?
Curtains does, and I'm trying to remember who the killer was.
Okay.
Somebody out there probably remember. Yeah, but it does have a reveal of who it was.
Damn kids, I hear
Scream's reveal is so great because you never expected 2 killers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they pioneered with the 2 killer thing. That was cool. Billy's repeatedly suspected and disproven as the killer, while Stu is a character you never suspected. Yeah, he's like the dopey foil. Yep.
Yeah, I think the big thing was you didn't know there was more than one, right? Or no, I guess you had to assume as it was more going on in the house, right? That there was more than one.
Well, you got to remember, because things were still going on and things were still happening when he was locked up. So that was meant of the thing. So they threw shade on him, saying, "Hey, look, how can he do this if he's locked up?" So it's not him. And it turns out they're working together. So yeah, it was cool. Very cool. Oh, hey, what's up, Cody?
Oh, hey, Cody, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Clue. You're
Clue.
Mr. Body.
Hey, we can do comedies too if you want. We can do Ace Ventura. We found Mr. Winky.
Oh God, yeah. You
The
see
New
Bills?
York Ripper. Oh God. God, that was there's no Argento one. Is that the one you're talking about, Lurch? Look at Bill. His favorite reveals are usually when the boobs pop out. Nothing wrong with that.
Bill knows how we think, so that works.
Nothing wrong with boobs. We talk a lot about boobs. Boobs get their due. They're just due here. We know that. And cans.
Cans.
Just looking for a good can. How about Magnum Force?
Oh, with Hal Holbrook, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody was just watching that. Was that you, Colin? Somebody was just watching Magnum Force. I think it was Colin. Posted it watching. The Abominable Dr. Phibes.
I don't even know where I could rank Twin Peaks with Laura Palmer's
I haven't
killer.
seen that in a while.
That was just Twin Peaks is just out of this world.
See, that's just batshit crazy. Cheat sheet. If Jude Law is in the movie, he's the killer, secret villain.
Hey, I wanted to know who the Iceman was in another 48 hours, and I was disappointed, but that's okay.
Well, that was a killer reveal. Yeah. I didn't
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's not a horror movie, but yeah, we can branch out.
Keyhole.
Rules here. Keyhole, yeah.
That guy's in a lot of movies. Brian James, he passed away a while ago now.
What else we got here? Not exactly horror, but Hateful Eight revealing of Channing Tatum in the basement right before he blows off Samuel Jackson's lightsaber. Yeah. I've watched that. Let me look at my list and see who else. I think we mentioned everybody that was on the list of the ones that I jotted down.
I'm sure somebody had to have said X, right? Because that was kind of.
I put X down, and I was thinking, I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because I guess the revealing that you don't know why she's doing it, why she's killing people.
Anybody say High Tension? Because that was kind of wild. I didn't expect High Tension to go down that road.
Gemini Killer from Exorcist 3? Yeah. I could absolutely. That was you. I knew somebody posted they just watched it. It was you, Colin, right? The Enforcer was a good one too. That's awesome. Sudden Impact. Do you feel like a punk?
The Dirty Harry movies, man, you can't beat.
Oh, I have to go down a rabbit hole and just go rewatch them all. It's been a minute.
I don't know, like somebody say Malignant, because Malignant kind of when you figure out what's going on there, that's pretty wild. It's not everybody's favorite movie, but it's kind of surprising.
I get mad. Quoting Breon James from Armed and Dangerous. So shut up and sign the fucking form. Do you have a pen? He's yelling at Eugene Levy because he's asking all the questions at the union meeting. Shut up and sign the fucking form.
Yeah, Angel Heart. Yeah, Cody, Angel Heart with De Niro. I remember that being surprising. I haven't seen that movie in at least 30 years.
Get with it, Kokolovich. Donnie Darko.
Yeah, Donnie Darko, right?
Movie 2000 is a movie called The Uninvited, where it is revealed that the main protagonist's sister has been dead all along and that her stepmother being a villain was just only in her mind. I didn't see I know of the movie, but I didn't see that. Did you see The Uninvited? I have to check it out.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it's good, though. You ever seen Frailty? Bill
Frailty's good.
Paxton and
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey. That's got a twist there with what's going on.
Yeah. Identity is a great reveal that was unfortunately done multiple times after that, including by the Ward.
Hey, did Joe message you? I was going to message him.
I messaged him, and he said he was heading to the room about an hour, just about 45 minutes ago, so that maybe he'd pop on from that room and give us an update. So I don't know. So obviously he's still there. I guess he's coming back tomorrow, because I know it's a long drive, and he said his room, so I'm sure he's still there.
Are you sad that the other Pat, one of the other Pats in show business, Pat Sajak, is no longer now at Wheel of Fortune? He's retired.
Oh yeah, well, wait, who took over for him? Is that
Seacrest?
Seacrest took that over too, right? I think he did like a Michael Keaton multiplicity, because that guy's got like 8 jobs now.
Dude, he's unreal. And actually, I got to tell you something.
I give him credit.
He's never really bothered me when I've seen him on stuff. Sure, other people get annoyed with him. Doesn't bother me.
I don't care. He's fine. I actually enjoy him on New Year's Eve. I mean, of course, I'm an older generation. I'm the nostalgia for Dick Clark. It's just not the same without him, but he does okay for New Year's Eve. But yeah, he's got so many
getaway
gigs going on. My God.
There's a lot to see. This is something where you could kind of sector off, and
there's a lot more. I mean, I only wrote a handful down that came to mind.
Yeah, Dabney Coleman. Well, Pat will tell you, that was one of the reasons I was looking forward to going to Chiller Theater when I met up with Pat.
Yeah, and he canceled right before it, and then
went with doctor's orders, and probably understand why.
I guess it was that. I mean, did it say? I mean, I know he was 92, but did it say? Did he have anything, or just natural causes? Did they say what it was?
Yeah, I didn't. I only read a few stories, and they didn't say, but you would assume so in his 90s, right? I don't know. That's why I'm worried. I don't think Charles Cyphers, has he done a convention since they canceled at age 45? Remember, that was a health thing too.
No, he hasn't. I haven't seen him anywhere, and it sucks. I mean, I met him already, and I got him signed.
Yeah, he's just so, with obviously Halloween and the other Carpenter films, but he's significant to me with being in Major League with the general manager. He's a lot of stuff. I had on Assault on Precinct 13 the other day again, and I forgot he's not in it long, but he's in it.
What's that? I primarily know Dabney from Muppets Take Manhattan. He was in so much. I mean, 9 to 5. It was classic.
War Games, Cloak and Dagger.
Hot to Trot. What was the one with Chevy Chase?
Tootsie.
Modern Problems.
Oh, Modern Problems. Holy cow.
He was in Modern Problems. He was in Tootsie. He was in a lot of stuff.
My one guilty pleasure film, Clifford, with Martin Short and Charles Grodin.
Clifford. Yeah, 9 to 5 is just so great. We were talking. Yeah, Brett and I were talking about it last night. We were reminiscing about Dabney Coleman.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger, Cody. That's like, God, my wife was just going off about that movie the other night when we found out that Dabney Coleman passed away, because she loved that movie as a kid. Oh, at Dragnet, that's right. He's the guy that runs the porno mag.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was. I forgot he was in Dragnet. We got to go back and watch it. We keep talking about it. The Virgin Connie Swale.
Virgin Con, that's right.
We just talked about it again the other night.
You're a pagan. Amo Muzz.
Yeah, definitely. What else you got? We'll do a couple more minutes. People throw some more in the chat. And then we'll move on to a couple more of the festivities for this fine evening.
I didn't realize he was on Yellowstone.
I have not watched that show. People go on about how good it is, and I just don't have. It's not that I don't want to watch it. I have no time. Like, even with the whole segment of what we watch, I'm really so fucking busy these days. I've never watched anything except like television shows that I put on in the background.
You just can't beat when they got him chained up in 9 to 5.
That was such a great movie. I mean, you and I were talking about it last night. It was just such a fun movie.
Oh God, yeah. That was a good time last night. I didn't realize how long we talked last night. I saw back on my message. It was like an hour and a half. I was like, cool.
Chatted away, and then I didn't get to bed till like I don't know. I was tired right before we got on. I was wide awake and I couldn't fall asleep. I was up to like 4. I did sleep good today though.
Yeah.
What else we got in here?
I'm sure we're all going to think of some after the fact.
Yeah, well, you guys can keep throwing them in chat all night long. And throw them and for those watching after, throw them in the comments below. Emmett, what's up? Who is the best killer, Jason or Michael? Well, it's by taste. It's subjective. You know.
Well, Emmett, we're biased in this chat. I think most of us in the chat room are too.
Oh, right next to Halloween. Halloween is my favorite franchise, and Friday's is next in line. So I do love the.
All you got to look at is behind us, right, Pat?
It's like, yeah, but it's all subjective. Who you think is the better killer?
That's true. Yeah, there's some great moments in the Friday 13th franchise, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for who has the more creative kills, and I would definitely give it to Jason.
Yeah, Myers kills, especially. Sorry, in the earlier Halloween movies, they don't make a point of them to be violent, especially in the first movie, right?
Yeah, it was more about him being like an animal, like where they're just killing to kill and then displaying their trophy.
They're giving you the idea of what's going on. They don't need to show it. Like movies, arguably PG-13 without the nudity. If we, there's not really any language in it.
Look at that. Michael survived childhood. He's already better than Jason. This Jason got killed as a child.
It's a good point.
Mindhunters with Val Kilmer, Christian Slater, John Lee, Ella Cool J. They wanted to know who it was and that cast.
That was a very underrated cast. And that movie, you ever seen that movie, Pat?
I started watching it, but I never finished it. I should go back and finish it. It was on something, and I started watching it. Did it always bother you that in Friday the 13th Part 5 that the killer was Roy Burns, not the... No, we have a big affinity for Part 5.
We've talked about it. I've grown to like Part 5 in an odd way. I think it's more to laugh at, that movie. Right, Pat? It's not...
Yeah, it does have a little bit of comedy. It's got a lot of nudity, some of my favorite boobs in it.
I'll tell you, I like the blue markings on the hockey mask.
My favorite mask. I like that with the blue on it. Yeah. It's same thing where it made it fun. I mean, that's why it's perfect for what we're talking about tonight, Killer Reveals, because for all intents and purposes, Part 4, he chopped his ass up. He was split. You thought Jason was gone. That was it. It was the final chapter. And then here you are coming back, and you're like, well, wait a second. If he's dead, who is this killer?
Right.
It was pretty cool.
Did you ever see the one that Travis is talking about, Dead Silence? I remember seeing the previews and seeing the poster. I held that movie. I was so looking forward to it. I guess my expectations weren't nearly,
Did not see it. No, I did not see that one.
I think what's the best way to say it is, I think the trailers and everything I got hyped up for, and it was kind of a letdown for me. But
Travis said, I'll say it again. Jason Goes to Hell is your favorite, and I think it'll get its time after that documentary comes out. Well, we're going to do a movie review of it tonight, and we're watching it on Tuesday night.
Yeah, but Travis, the problem with me with Jason Goes to Hell, it's kind of like a remake of The Hidden, which Hidden, I love that.
Yeah.
The thing that comes out of the bodies looks just like it too.
Running Scared.
Did you ever see that with Paul Walker? That's a good movie. Violent as fuck too.
Oh, I love Your Formiga. Oh,
yes, but I do like the Gregory Hines Billy Crystal one as much too.
Yeah, that's the one I love more than anything. That one's just so great.
Chicago movie, baby. Chicago movie.
Yes.
Pat, I dug up an old Hills Have Eyes t-shirt for when I worked at Blockbuster.
Look at that.
Remake. Yeah.
Look at that. Took that one out of the storage, huh?
Isn't it great when it still fits?
Well, I've shirts that from when I was heavier years ago. Then I got thin. I got heavy. I got thin. So I just save everything. So I'm bound to lose weight again. I'm bound to put it back on before I kick the bucket.
Yeah.
What was the hell first one? So that's the first one you saw, Cody, huh? Was Jason Goes to Hell? I don't. We'll do our movie review in a couple of minutes of it. I don't dislike it, but it really doesn't. It's not really at the top of my list.
I think I think we're all, well, you're probably like me, Pat. We were anticipating a new Jason film. It had been 4 or 5 years. And then New Line got the rights too. So it was a big adjustment. That poster pisses me off though. That fucking
with the snake,
weird ass unskinned snake or whatever the fuck it was.
House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, House on Haunted Hill is good. That's a good one. Gene, heading out. Have a good one. Have a good week.
Have a good night, Gene. Good seeing you.
Probably a nice favorite. Yeah, I don't. There's no Friday the 13th movie I would say I hate. It's just ones I like more than others. And that one, this one, I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it right now.
I don't need. It probably goes down as my least favorite still, but it's got fun stuff to it though.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't say I hate anything. There's none of the films I would say I hate or I don't want to sit through.
That bitchy lady in the diner that gets Jason's elbow smashed into her face.
Yeah, she gets it good. I would take that over watching Resurrection any day. The kills make sense, and Jason Goes Out where it goes to another person's body and possesses it. Yeah, well, it's a remake. It's basically a remake. It's a hidden. It's like, so you're just eating it all up. Right? You managed the Blue Oyster. I thought you were just a client. I'll wait till he gets the neon.
Yes, I got to get it. I told you they played the music for me, right? When I went up to bowl at the company.
Did they?
Because my one executive, Wally, in my office, he loves Police Academy, so he thought it was hysterical when I told him we got to play this when I bowl.
Nice. Oh, so Cody threw his list in there. So Friday Flex 4, 6, 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, Manhattan Hell. Wow, that's a completely different one than I would have. Wow.
Yeah, Cody,
I love 2009.
I would think mine are right up there. Cody, those are the first two are my 1 and 2. So you got the
was my number
1
one.
and 2 right there.
Unbreakable, where it's revealed that the comic store employee Eli Page is actually a supervillain. Yeah.
You know, I kind of think about it in some eyes too, Pat. Like if I wanted to like make my choice besides enjoying the movie and then maybe the marketing of the movie, Part 6 I love the Part 6 poster. The one sheet's awesome. I think that's a real cool one sheet.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did when we compared the posters. Remember we compared Halloween and Friday the 13th posters?
Oh, that was good shit.
And that one, that beat out Part 6 because it was definitely a cooler poster.
Da, 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 da.
Ben Tramer, what a reveal. Ben Tramer Part 2. Poor Ben Tramer. There's a good one, Stefan, right? Dr. Sartain in 2018.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah.
It's a good one. We didn't even mention that. Nobody mentioned that.
You know, I always liked with Ben Tramer. So he gets hit by he gets run into the cop car and the ambulance and he gets like blown up, right? Did you ever notice like when that hits, like he's like falls straight down?
They fall straight down.
They pan out and he falls down slowly.
And then you see him later and he's back up.
Yeah, he's back up.
He said, if I'm going to burn, I'm going to sit back up. I'm not just going to lay down flat.
Always good.
Where is it right here? Where would you rank? For me, Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors would probably be, for me, number... I don't know, man. It's a toss-up between Part 2
Mine's probably
Part
2
3.
or 3 because I really like New Nightmare in the first one.
I like the first one. I like the second one. It'll probably be right where it is, number 3 for me.
4, 5, and 6. And if you're counting the remake, those are all I can't even say which one's better. Maybe
Yeah,
4
they all
is
just
better than the
they
other one.
blend together.
Yeah. Freddy's Dead, as we know, is atrocious. Sorry, it is. Sorry, it is.
Yeah, is no good. Is no good.
It's no good.
But yeah, so you know what, you guys can keep throwing them in the chat, and for those watching after the fact, throw them in the comments. Let us know if we missed anything.
Yeah.
One more, Cody says the fact that revealing who their queen was, also the reveal of the queen in Aliens. Yeah,
Hey.
very true, very true. So yeah, we're doing so we're gonna move on to our movie review, but you guys can keep throwing them in the chat. We got time.
Yeah.
Tonight we're doing just what we were talking about. We're gonna do a movie review of Jason Goes to Hell because that's what we'll be watching on our watch along this Tuesday.
Good group in the chat here. This is nice.
This is awesome. You guys are going
Cody. Good movie.
throwing in some good stuff, man. I didn't even think of.
Faculty. Good stuff.
Let's do a quick movie review.
Cody.
Sorry, what were we going to say, Brett? Didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
I'm sorry. They're just talking about the faculty. Matt liked it a lot too, and Cody. Yeah.
I like the faculty. Oh, Mutilator's good too. Faculty, but not didn't somebody say they don't ever do the Mutilator?
Really?
I thought somebody mentioned that. I could be wrong.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, here's another one. Fright Night, when Jerry Dangerous' sidekick Billy Cole is revealed to be a creature of the night on the stairs. That's true because you just thought he was his foil.
I tell you, Bill and I thought the same thing too, Bill. I don't know. It's just like, what the fuck is he? And Bill, did he just piss you off too? He just looked like somebody that just wanted to start shit.
He looked like an asshole. He almost had that
He had jerk face.
The Bill Paxton Chet look on his face from Weird Science. You're stewed, buttwad. Oh, Travis with a $9.99 super chat. Thanks, Travis.
Travis.
Oh, the man.
Thanks,
Through a Voorhees, though Voorhees was he born? Voorhees he may be reborn, and only by the hands of a Voorhees he will die. You think so?
That's what what's his name says. Steve, the bounty hunter guy in the movie.
Oh, that's right. That's where I came from.
You know, remember we watched House? Like he's one of the cops in House. Remember? Can I use
He's
your
one of the
bathroom?
cops. He's one of the cops in the house. That's right. That guy. He was very Keith Davidish.
You know, it was weird. Okay, so we're talking about this movie now. I know, Matt, I'll let you talk about it, but did you always find it strange? And we're going to watch this on Tuesday. Did I miss something where when he handcuffs Jason, son of a bitch, you remember me? Did he say he had been around Jason before? Or was that like everybody's surprise when he cuffs him? You remember me? He's like, oh, you.
No, he made it seem like he was around him before. I must have missed that too. Like, what was his relation? I know he was a bounty hunter, but it almost seemed like it was personal.
That might be a Travis question because Travis, I know you said you like it, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the movie dozens of times, but to say I know it in and out, like I know like a part 2 or part 3 or 4, I'd be lying because I don't. It's not one I usually reach for. Okay, that's it, Cody. Is that what it was?
Cody, thank you.
Okay. I knew there was a history and why he wasn't just a bounty hunter, but it was more of revenge.
Was that like? Yeah. Did they do a novelization on that, or was that like a cut, like plot line that they cut? That must have.
Oh, here's Matt. Adam Marcus claimed his backstory was Duke's girlfriend was killed when he was a teenager and has been searching for Jason ever since.
Thank you. You guys, I guess we're not. The only reason I think we don't is because we're just not the biggest fans of the film. But
yeah,
I do love the filmmaker, Adam. Is it Adam or Andy Marcus? Or I forgot the guy's name. But
Adam Marcus.
Yeah, hearing him talk about the movie and as passionate he is, it's quite different in a good way. It seemed like the movie changed a lot. A little bit out of his
Yeah.
control in some spots.
What is this right here? I was saying, even if he hated Jason Goes to Hell, I think it's important to respect that it predated Scream and New Nightmare and How ahead of the time, and the meta is.
I'm telling you, Pat.
Yeah.
You're going to change the Laurie Strode character to a boy when they redo Halloween. It's going to be a boy this time, and people are going to have an up for her.
Well, what did they bring up at the TSL podcast?
What?
Somebody brought that up about, I think it was TSL. Darren was in the chat early because he said he's off tomorrow. So I don't know if he's still out there. I think somebody brought up in the TSL podcast the other day, and they said about making the Laurie Strode character a boy, and I think it was Larry Strode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh God, please no.
Yeah.
Still mute.
I think I put that in the chat there. That's right.
Nice.
Mutilator too.
Still mutilating. Nice. So I'll go quick. I don't have a lot to say about this movie. I don't dislike it, but it's definitely lower on my list of all the other films. I mean, it's got the typical gore. It's got some shocking moments. I mean, to see the guy just bite into a heart and start chewing on it was just like
George Washington Duke here.
Yeah. And him as the bounty hunter was kind of cool. It was I was a total departure of what they were trying to do. I mean, because you wondered the first 5 minutes they blew him up. You're like, well, wait a second, you just blew him up. What the fuck? Now what? And the girl in the beginning was the FBI check was cute as hell.
Ryan, you're something. Sorry, Ben, you're talking.
Brett Murray's going to be non-binary two-spirit penguin. Give it time. It will.
It will.
Give it time. Let's not go down that rabbit hole, but I know. But yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this film. I haven't really watched it start to finish in a long time. So this Tuesday will be the first time I've probably watched it start to finish in a long time. It's entertaining. It's not a movie like if it's on, I wouldn't just change the channel. If that was on, I'd watch it and sit there and watch it. It's entertaining. It's got some good kills in it, and if I had to give it a score from 1 to 10, I give it a 6.5. I give it a 6.5.
Well, Pat, were you anticipating it too? Like I was saying before, like how there hadn't been one. Were you getting excited that they were bringing a new Jason movie from a different company? Do you remember that time frame?
Yeah, because we were interested to see what they were going to do with it, and
I remember especially because I think it was that week or the week after Dazed and Confused came out.
And you got to remember, this is 93, so there was a big lull in slasher movies.
Summer of 93. Then later Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out.
Yeah, there was not much going on until Scream came
94.
And pretty much reinvigorated everything in 96.
But you know what though? So yeah, it's tough. I think the way Jason looks too, it's kind of funny. Like we always talk about George Wilbur in Halloween 4, right? And then how does he look in Halloween 6? He's chubby and everything. They put this big bodysuit on Kane Hodder. He looked kind of wild, didn't he?
Look like me.
And he had acne head Jason, where like the mask was like pretty much welded on his face.
If you look at the picture of him and when he's looking up like this, so actually I had on the thumbnail, it looks like his mask is a bottle cap.
Yeah, right.
It's like a bottle cap stuck on his face.
Yeah, I don't think they realized how much they were going to piss people off that Jason was really only in it at the beginning for a bit.
Yeah, that was it.
And it was just other bodies being transferred, and then he comes back at the end.
5 minutes in, they blew him up. And you're like, well, all right, now what are we watching?
Yeah. There's just some funny moments. All the stuff in the diner, the killings in the diner.
That was the
Great.
best part of the film. Yeah,
The guy in the oil. And then just the bitchy lady that runs the diner when she gets the elbow in the mouth.
He's like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah. And then it's funny, you got the dagger whole thing, right? And then the house and the bloodline. And who's the main girl? Is it the sister, Jason's sister? Is that right? If I remember right?
It's supposed to be a sister of hers, correct? Is that what I remember? I said, I don't know this movie like all the rest of them.
I always got a kick out of the lead main character, the male lead, where he's handcuffed. And remember, he jumps up and flips his arms the other way and knocks out the cop in the face so he can grab his gun. Do you remember that? This movie, it's
So it just goes open day in the theater to say to me and everyone else we're disappointed is an understatement. I loathe the movie, 5 out of 10, only because of Freddy's glove. Right?
That's the whole thing. That really got you really excited at the end. That was what I was going to say. It was wasn't that
glove come out? That
was so cool to see. You're like, oh, here we go. The shit's about. Well, once you knew New Line Cinema was involved, it was like, wasn't it inevitable, right?
Oh, it's Jason's niece. That's who it was supposed to be. I knew
Jason's niece. Thank you, Cody. See, that tells you how much of a fan we are of this movie. But
exactly.
There's fun parts of it, though. There's no.
That's why I didn't give it a bad score. 6.5 is not bad. It's entertaining.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5 because it actually I remember laughing a lot more. This movie does have some humor to it.
Yeah.
The things that go on. Yes, Richard Gant. That's right. George Washington Duke. He's also in The Big Lebowski. He's in a lot of movies, but
I do remember this. The mortician saying he wants to take a mango-sized crap on Jason's mask. It's hilarious. Yeah.
5.5, look at 5.5.
5.5? Yeah. 8.5 out of 10 for Travis. Look at that.
Now, Stefan, 10 out of 13, you meaning that's your own score out of 13, or is that your...
Oh, Jason goes on DVD, right? I don't even have it. It's not part of that set that I have. So I'll probably just have to rent it off of YouTube.
I just remember, get the dagger!
I saw this. Ryan says he saw it when he was 7 or 8. Remember titties and some good gore. Not much other than that for the first time, but rewatching later in life. Solid 6. Yeah, there's some good titties. There's a lot. This, I would have to arguably say, this is probably the goriest one, the goriest film in the franchise.
Yeah, at the beginning, he's the guard outside of the morgue area. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Lurch. Sorry, you're asking Pat, but yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah, he's the guard. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, we can't forget the FBI or the agent at the beginning in the cabin. That's the same woman from Roadhouse, the blonde, the good-looking blonde. With the bod.
The hell is her name? I can't remember her name. She was cute as hell in Roadhouse, though. She was good to go. Yeah, but everybody want to keep throwing your rankings in the chat. Throw them in the comments afterwards. Let us know. I was looking forward to the watch along Tuesday night. I haven't watched that turd in years. It will be fun to revisit it. I haven't watched it start to finish in a minute.
So Colin agrees with us.
Pluto. Yeah, he agrees with us. Yeah, it did pop up on Pluto. I want to say about a year ago, and I caught the tail end of it. And that's
who I always forgot. Erin Gray's in it. Erin Gray is Jason's sister, right?
Oh, it's Erin Gray. That's right.
Get the dagger. Stephen Williams. That's the guy's name. The bounty hunter. Creighton Duke.
Creighton Duke. What a name.
We need to get Richard Gant at a convention.
He hasn't done one, has he?
I don't know. Did a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah, but everybody keep throwing them in the chat. Throw your comments in the chat about Jason Goes to Hell. Throw your ranking in there. Get us in the comments after. And we're heading up to our What Did You Watch This Week? And I didn't watch all of much. I watched mostly TV because I was real busy.
Do you remember the one guy says, "Nice going, Mahoney"? I was thinking of Police Academy. Now clean up this shit, huh? Do you remember the guy saying that after Jason blows up?
Yeah. Clean this up. What a mess. So let's see what did everybody watch this week? I wrote down the only thing I watched besides TV shows. I watched The Odd Couple today. I watched All in the Family every night. I watch Married with Children every night. The King of Queens is on Pluto now, so I've been watching a lot of that. But movies-wise, I just haven't had a minute to sit through a whole film. But I did pop this on the other night, and I watched Escape from New York. Haven't watched it all the way through, probably since we watched
it. Stefan's all proud. He shares a birthday with Stephen Williams. That's good. I like that. January 7th.
Nice.
Pat, you know what I watched because my mom's in town and my mom goes on a rant. Do you remember that movie Indecent Proposal? Robert Redford, Woody Harrelson, and Demi Moore. My mom freaking has been going off since that movie came out 30 years ago. How no woman in her mind would stick with Woody Harrelson over Robert Redford.
That's coming from your mom. That's awesome.
I don't think I ever watched it, so it was on Prime. I just had it on in the background, and I was like, I gotta watch this, and I forgot. Oh wow, Demi Moore definitely shows some stuff in that movie. I was like,
yeah.
How did I not remember this movie? And Roy Munson's in it. I like Roy Munson, or Woody. We could call him from Cheers, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time, probably since it came out. What's this? Is the coffee table? Highly recommended, but go in blind. Don't look at anything about the coffee. I saw somebody mention something about that. I don't know anything about it. What is it on?
The coffee table?
Yeah, I heard somebody post about it. So it was good.
That sounds familiar.
I didn't see this. Did you see Knock Knock?
Oh, the Keanu Reeves movie where the two girls come to his door. Yeah, that's worth watching. It's
I gotta watch it. I forgot about it. That's it. I forget about these damn things. I gotta write it down.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to find the time to
I don't
do
know
it.
if I'd say it's a good movie, but it's an Eli Roth movie, man. You know?
Yeah. Coffee table. Yeah, because
I'm just catching up. I'm reading some of this stuff here.
Let's see.
Okay,
recently watched on TV The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, The Haunting of Sharon Tate, but not good either. 1 out of 4. Yeah, the Haunting of Sharon Tate. Is that the one from our buddy Dan Farron's?
I don't know.
Because he did the one about Sharon Tate, and it was all right. I didn't see The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. I know of it, but I lived it back in the day. I don't need to watch a movie about it. Every day. Oh my God, every day.
We watched what? Assault at Precinct 13. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I had on, you know what? I turned on a little bit of Police Academy too. I was like hoping maybe we'll go back to those maybe one a month until we finish them. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we definitely should. That was a lot of fun. We had a great time with that. Yummy on Shudder. Horror comedy. Really?
Oh, I was going to watch that, Lurch. That's good? Okay. Got to check that out.
So check that one out too.
You know what the problem is, Pat? It's just I try to turn something on and I can't watch it in one sitting anymore, at least right now at this point in life.
That's the problem. That's why I haven't been watching stuff, because I've been so busy. Like I can't just sit down and say, okay, carve out 2 hours to sit and watch a movie. I've been so damn busy. Like even tonight I have shit I need to do after this. If I get to it before I fall asleep later. Oh, here's Colin. Colin's the guy that have a list. Hold on. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Threads, Butcher, Baker, Nightmare Maker, Piranha 2, The Spawning, and Humanoids from the Deep. I have to go back and watch Humanoids from the Deep because
yeah, leave it to our buddy Colin. He's got some good stuff he turns on. I'm trying to think what else I did watch. I actually watched a bit when I was working this week. Yeah.
Oh, Better Off Dead. I love Better Off Dead. That's another comedy we have to watch.
Oh, I watched Back to School. That's what I watched. Sorry, Back to School.
Oh, Back to School is awesome.
Can't go wrong. Back to School. It's always just great when he goes to Sally Kellerman's house, and it's right at the spot where I could see Pat diving into a dumpster.
Exactly.
Tommy Doyle's house.
It's the Doyle house.
Joe would be proud. I've been catching up with Chucky too. I'm halfway through season 2 finally. I never watched season 2 when it first aired. So
City Slickers 2. Wow.
Curly's Gold, Cody.
I haven't seen City probably since it came out. I think if I watched it once, that was big back in the day.
Yeah, he asked something. Oh, the wrestling podcast stuff. That's what he had asked, right? Yeah, I would say, yeah, Jim Cornette's is good, Cody. I like a lot of Conrad Thompson's podcast because I've been a part of his Patreon thing for a bit. So I really like Bruce Pritchard's when it's on, or Eric Bischoff's. But I think for the most amount of entertainment, yeah, I think Jim Cornette's is pretty damn good. Yeah.
Was there something here I was going to read? What was it? How would you compare Nightmare on Elm Street 3 to Part 4 and 5 and 6?
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. Then I'm gonna.
I mean, I know I like Wes Craven's New Nightmare, but I would say 3. I like 3 better than New Nightmare, just probably more for nostalgia because New Nightmare is really good. 4, 5, and 6 just tend to blend together.
Yeah, New
You know,
Nightmare is
they're
probably
like-
my
they're
second
like
favorite Elm
interchangeable.
Street movie.
They're like interchangeable for me.
You know what? Okay, Lurch, I'm going to see Strangers Chapter 1 with my brother. I got to see it just for Rennie Harlan doing it, though. Rennie Harlan's a guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning this that you've been watching. I started it and I have to get back and finish that. The Fall House. I'm sure the series was good. The Strangers, Chapter 1. I'm ashamed to admit. So, you prefer the second City Slickers over the? I mean, yeah, Part 2 is good.
I haven't seen the second one in a long time. Actually, I haven't even seen the first one in a long time either.
I haven't seen any of those in so long. Actually, the OG popped up on Pluto not that long ago. I remember I was flicking through when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, City Slickers, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I haven't seen this movie.
I'll just remember when Jack Palance won that Oscar and he did the one-arm push-ups on stage.
Yep.
That was like one of his claim to fame, right?
I just remember loving watching him on Ripley's Believe It or Not every week.
You remember him as the bad guy in Tango and Cash?
Yeah.
Tango and Cash. Or where's Travis? I bet you Travis, I bet you're probably a secret fan of Cops and Robertsons with him and Chevy Chase. Remember that movie, Pat?
Oh God. Yeah.
I feel Travis might like that one.
We've listened to older Something to Wrestles this week. Was it a wrestling podcast?
Yeah, that's the Bruce Pritchard, the guy played Brother Love. Yeah. He's been pretty much working with Vince McMahon since 1987, so on and off. But that's awesome, Cody. Yeah, they're fun. He's just not on every week because he still works for the company, but that's cool. I didn't know you're a wrestling fan, man. We'll have to catch up about that.
New Nightmare actually had some kills in it. It'd be Rise number 3 or better, but it lacks one thing a slasher requires: deaths.
Yeah, I think, but it's the idea that the whole reality thing for its time, that was like kind of
Yeah,
new,
all
right?
they were all intertwined. I guess I don't think of anything doing that concept before that. The only other thing, I think when we talked about this once before, I think the only thing I can compare it to is that Roanoke season in the American Horror Story, where the people that they were portraying went back together into the haunted house.
I'm with Lurch, like he's just telling Ryan. Heather Langenkamp in New Nightmare, she's pretty damn good. She's hot in the original too, but a little bit older. Yeah.
Just a little bit older. Yeah. She was very cute when she was younger, but that little time frame that she was in there. Yeah. Good to go.
Travis, don't take offense that I know you don't, buddy. I was thinking, I was like, you have some of those secret gems that when we talk about films, and it's like, that's one of them. Hopefully you've seen Clifford then, Travis.
Watch some episodes of Teen Wolf cartoon from the 80s, and there's
exactly
a fingering joke in the first episode. Is there? I don't remember that.
Travis, I'm like, watch the Rambo cartoons. I love the Rambo cartoons.
See, I didn't watch all those cartoons because I was a little bit older at the time, so I that's why. But I did not know there was a fingering joke in the first episode.
My brother-in-law wanted to name my twin nephews Tango.
What do you like better, Jason Voorhees, in your opinion, Ken Hodder or Ken Kersinger? That's a good
I gotta
one.
give respect to Kane Hodder a bit for me. Ken did fine.
Probably. Yeah, Kersinger did good, but I'd have to probably go with him.
They wanted to make Jason so big, and Ken is pretty damn big.
Oh, that's what you're saying. You were talking about Tango and Cash. That would have been awesome. Imagine that. My nephews, Tango and Cash. Oh, come on.
Well, it took me a bit to get the wife to name our 2 dogs what they are now, but it worked out. So we have action star dogs, Riggs and Ripley.
Well, not even thinking because of the puppies, my daughter and my wife named them. They were just thinking names that would coincide with like two brothers of two small dogs, and they came up with PD and Parker, not even realizing it was Peter Parker. And so I didn't hit me until we went to when we took him when we first got there. We took him to the vet to get checked out and get shots and everything. Like, oh, you guys must be Spider-Man fans. We're like, no, not really. I like it, but why? Peter Parker. And I was like, that's when it hit me. I was like, I didn't even think of it.
Oh shit. That's funny.
I didn't even think of it.
It's funny, like there's probably a lot of cartoons that were made from movies that we didn't even know of, and Teen Wolf's probably like one of them.
There was a lot. And I just, like I said, as I got older, didn't really watch them. So a lot of them, like the Ghostbusters. I remember a Ghostbusters cartoon. I'm trying to remember which ones were from the 80s.
It's kind of like at that time in the late 80s, like Nintendo. Nintendo made a game for almost every movie. There's like a Platoon video game. A Platoon video game.
Yeah. So much of Nightmare on Elm Street would have been prevented had Johnny Depp had a Red Bull. That's it. I think if Glenn didn't fall asleep, it was a RoboCop cartoon, was there?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember that. I was a little bit older, I guess. I don't remember that.
The Rambo one always I remembered so much for obvious reasons, but just like the characters that were in the Rambo cartoon, like some of them that weren't in the movie, you're like, who the fuck are these guys?
Bill's like, all right, guys, wrap it up. What's nice top 5? His bedtime's coming up soon. I am right there with you, man.
Because Pat and I have been trying to get under 2 hours, so good.
Yeah, we've been trying to keep them, so it's not a marathon, so it's not a long watch for people.
Oh, Bill, what are you doing next weekend? Or you got? I think Pat and I are going to be around, but no biggie if you're not. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so there might not be as much, but we're talking about that. We'll message you later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk to Bob. Let's do our top 5 then. Tonight we're doing let's do our intro and then we'll do our top 5. All right. As I pour myself another beer. Why not? What the hell? So let's see.
The Bobs.
What it is we're doing tonight. Tonight we're doing our top 5 killer beatdowns in horror. That's what we're doing. So those scenes where the killer that you love so well gets his ass handed to him at a film. And there was more than I thought. So that's what we're doing tonight. Top 5 killer beatdowns in horror. I'll throw my first one out there. And it doesn't have to be just one killer. It could be groups of killers. It could be like a revenge thing where they're going after somebody that wronged them, because that's my number 5 right here. Just think Nicolas Cage and Mandy.
Oh shit! Yeah, how about that?
That is my number 5.
I'm gonna be really stupid. You know what my number 5 is, just because it's funny. I'm sorry, the beatdown that Loomis gives Myers in H5. I just think it's.
Oh, I do have one of those on here, but I didn't put that one now. Yeah, that
Shake's nose being broken. Die! Die! He falls on him and shit.
Ryan says, top spot, trick or treat, motherfucker.
That was a runner-up for me. I didn't put that on there, though. It was close.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
See, yeah, throw some in here. What is okay? We count action. Rambo and Ripley are the ultimate final guy and girl. Yeah, we have no rules here. The mob in Halloween Kills. I thought of that too. Yeah. The mob beatdown of Myers in Halloween Kills. Yep.
That's on my list.
Travis says, love this kill. Michael in Kills. Ethan Hawke getting the shotgun at the end of The Purge. The main cop in Devil's Rejects when he captures all of them. Oh, yeah, that's a great scene.
Would you count the beatdown of Chief Brody and Jaws?
Yeah, right. So your number 5 was the beatdown of Myers in 5.
Yep.
But my number 4 is a film we've watched before, and I love this film. Just think of this. I love you. You're so pretty. The Driller Killer from Slumber Party Massacre. At the end, they fuck his ass up, man. They cut his arm off. They stab him.
I probably should put that one on my list, because that is a good one.
Yeah, he gets, because he's killing people, but those girls hand it to him at the end, man. He gets stabbed. They cut his arm off. So he gets his ass handed to him at the end.
That's a pretty damn good one. What do we got here? I got to put down, because that's what the movie was big time based about. We just watched it, Friday the 13th, Part 7, man. Jason just, Laura Park Lincoln, puts the whooping on him with all those powers.
Yeah. Gets him all pissed off.
Yeah, with that, his double jump.
Sam says, Shaun of the Dead beating up the old man zombie with pool sticks. Yeah. Oh, Joe would agree with you there. That's just one of his favorite. Jeepers Creepers. Oh, no, where's the Jeepers Creepers 2? When Ray Wise keeps stabbing the creeper with the spear. Yeah. Rapping. When the group of guys start rapping in Teen Witch? Oh, well, no, that one. The New Blood, yeah, Scarefest. Yeah, well, what I have the number 3, we were just talking about Jason. So for me, a beatdown, the iconic beatdown at the end of part 4. Die. When Corey Feldman just unloads on Jason.
Yeah, that one's pretty good, right?
That's the first one that came to mind. I'm like, oh shit, he unloads on his ass.
For 3, it's pretty much the last 20 minutes of Freddy versus Jason between them both, beating the shit out of each other. That's good because you have 2 killers beating the shit out of each other. Yeah. That was fun. I really like Freddy versus Jason, and I remember a lot of people liking it too. And now I think people kind of just shit on it now. I think it's just easy to shit on, but Freddy versus Jason's fun. They made it fun. It wasn't entirely. Yeah. Of course, it was hokey, but it wasn't like overly hokey, right?
No, I liked it. When the trolls start eating the people in the barn in Troll 2, when they're going to eat me. Oh my God. The troll. God, I forgot about those troll movies. Holy shit.
Trolls.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. When Scorpio the killer pays somebody to beat him up, and then he pins on Dirty Harry. That's right. That's a good one. See, you just watched that too. See, because you just watched Dirty Harry. That came right to your mind. I haven't watched it in so long. Oh, look at that. Father Karras beating the literal devil out of Reagan. See, I still got to go back and catch up on this Stranger Things.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, you got to watch Stranger Things, too.
I got to. I mean, if my daughter's like, I can't tell. We started watching it years ago, her and I, and she kept watching it, and I said, get busy. There's not enough time in the day. Just not enough time in the day. So, all right. So, what was your number 3? Mine was. Did you say number 3? Because mine was Jason's beat.
Freddy versus Jason.
So that's right. Which was good because that was a twofer. It's like 2 killers beating the shit out of each other. That's a twofer. So my number 2. So of course there are certain Myers beatdowns, but the first one that came to mind is Myers getting beat down by Paul Rudd in H6. And like all of a sudden.
That's good shit.
That's a good one. Like when the parents burning Freddy. Yeah, absolutely.
Not bad.
A remake when the boyfriend beats up the dad. Yes, there's some good ones there. What do you have for your number 2?
I don't know if you've ever seen. Did you ever see Overlord? The war movie?
No, I kept saying I was going to watch that. I still never got around to seeing it.
Yeah, there's a scene.
I saw some of it.
Laboratory with the Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
You
some.
gotta- Yeah, just that's all I'll say. Check it out. If there's people in the chat that have seen Overlord, I hope they like it because it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's one of the few times, Matt, I bought the movie before seeing it because it was so cheap, and it didn't disappoint.
Yeah,
So
I remember
Overlord.
it was a great trailer, and I remember it was on something, and I watched the beginning of it, and I never went back and finished it. It's not that I didn't like it; I honestly, truly just forgot about it. But yeah, I should go check it out. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, Kyle versus Terminator T2, 800 and T1000. Yeah, I didn't even think of the Terminators. Yeah, why not? Ripley versus the Queen Alien and Aliens.
Oh, have you seen the one that Bill just brought up? That movie is like 2.5 hours long, but the last few minutes of that movie, this beatdown, oh god, it's wild to watch, dude. It's violent as fuck too.
Check it out. I don't think I ever saw it.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn's like got a cue ball head, shaved head. Really wild.
Yeah, definitely have to check it out. When Pluto gets attacked by the family dog and Hills Have Eyes.
Ooh.
Wow.
Not really a killer beatdown, but how about Roddy Piper and Keith David? They beat the shit out of each other.
Oh, they beat the crap out of each other. They beat the hell out of each other. Yeah, so my number 2 was Myers in H6. What was your number 2?
Overlord.
Overlord. So that was it. Overlord. Yeah. I have to go check that out. I forgot about that. See, I started watching it. I do remember the beginning of it, and it was on, and I that's what happens when you don't have 2 hours to sit and finish a movie. You start it, and then you forget about it. I could name like a dozen movies I started that I never had a chance to finish. And so for me, my number 1 was mentioned earlier when we were talking about killer reveals. You want to talk about killers getting their ass handed to them? You're next.
Yeah, fucking A. I should have put that down.
I love
God, I
that
love You're
movie,
Next.
man. I love You're Next. That's a good movie. And she
So
kicks
much
their,
fun.
she kicks their ass, and you never saw it coming that she was going to be that prepared. You never saw, and that worked well tonight with the killer reveals, and she just fucks them all up, man.
Wow. That's your number 1.
That's my number 1, man. That was awesome because you cheered for her when she was kicking their ass.
Yeah. My number 1, shockingly, I just put it on there because dude, it was different. I didn't expect it. I put the Halloween Kills beat down. I really did.
Yeah, I thought of it too, but I was like, I'll just pick one, and I guess I'm a little bit more partial to nostalgia with the H6 beat down.
Because you got Rambo lady with the iron. I'm excited to see her in that. And
Telling you, I'm waiting for her to show up at a convention. You have to bring an iron to have her sign an iron.
hopefully we can find her somewhere down the road. That'd be fun. Oh, God, count. Even in the new one, too. Besides the old one, Last House on the Left, like Tony Goldwyn, and I forgot who his wife was played by in the remake.
Look at Travis cheating, but in the office when Dwight sets up the snowman and bludgeons him with snowballs, it's really satisfying. Oh, I love the office. When Ash beats the shit out of himself, and Evil Dead too. And the parents turn on the killers at the end of Last House on the Left. Yeah, right. I have to go back and watch Last House on the Left. It's been a minute since I watched either one of them.
Oh, I should send you a collector spotlight, Pat. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so that's our top 5 killer beatdowns in horror. Let's throw some more in the chat. There's probably more out there we're not thinking of. Purely subjective. Which ones you like better? And throw some in the comments below. Don't be shy. Sydney first. Oh yeah, Sid when she kicks her ass in the first one. Billy and Stu, she fucks them up. Yeah,
Fucks them up.
fucks them up. You just got
I'm
fucked by the
gonna send you
Frankenstein
this.
monster. Cool. So what do we have left tonight? So we're making another 2 hours tonight too, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Bill's got bedtime, and so do I.
Yeah.
So just sent me something.
Yeah, I just sent you a quick collector spotlight.
Oh, that's cool as hell. Yeah. All right. So let's do a quick collector spotlight. chat for a little bit after that, and we'll call it a night, and then we'll all regroup for Tuesday's watch along. So let's do a quick collectible spotlight. One of these days, I have to do a new video. I want to do a video where I have to have you and Joe film some of your collection. I want to do the collector spotlight video to do all 3 of our collections, not just mine.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll work on that. But let's do a collectible spotlight. Let's do our collectible spotlight. It's not it's definitely breaking our balls because he's off tomorrow. That's okay. I can break your balls for next Monday when we're off. We're off next Monday. Ultimate answer: Charles Manson and his followers in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, good one. That's a good one, Travis.
That's why I think you should watch that Orphan prequel, because there's something else going on there she's not entirely the villain in the movie. So yeah, should check that out.
Bill, I collected a lot of empty beer cans off of the coffee table last night. Well, yeah, Brett and I had that last night.
Yeah, I had some pretty quick with Pat, and I felt it this morning.
So I was trying to find something, and then last minute I picked this because this is probably one of my favorite pins, enamel pins that they made. I love this, the Frank Regs pin.
Yeah,
that moves and you pick with the scalpel
up and down, right?
Up and down. Because I was like, oh god, I gotta break that out. Because I have a whole set. I have the whole set of the H2 pins that they put out. I'll bring some more of them out one of these days. But this was one of the ones I liked the most. This one, and I think the hedge one was a lot of fun.
The hedge is a moving one too, isn't it?
Yep. Yes, it is. And give me 1 minute. I'll bring up what Freddie sent me.
Yes, and it's a full size poster art, 27 by 40. I should really know the artist's name, and please, I will put it in the comments a little bit later, unless somebody in the chat room knows about it once Pat posts it. But yeah, this was an original. This artwork is, God, I love it. Even though some people say, well, that's Loomis from H2. Come on, same night, takes place the same night. Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, and you get those people. Yeah, they could be real critical. It's like, seriously, come on.
Yeah, but this was one of 78 in a full size poster, and I will put the artist's name in the chat. But yeah, I love this poster. I put this one up quite regularly when I switch around my posters in the basement. I
have to start doing that. I have to start moving them around because right now I've had Halloween Kills and H6 up for the longest time, and it's time to start changing them out.
You know, this is one of those ones, like, people are asking me, you should start getting that autograph. I'm like, nah, I think it takes away. I think this poster doesn't need signatures on it. I think
it doesn't, because it's got such great artwork. You're just going to cover it up. So
yeah.
Oh, the poster binder, that's one of the ones that Sean Clark was talking about, correct?
Yeah, they're Baroque. I should know it by now, but they make all sizes. Baroque, BAROQUE portfolios. Lurch.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, my wife cringes whenever I buy another one. I have 3 of them.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to go start buying them, but then I look at the price and I'm like,
Lurch, what's really nice about it is that it makes it easier when you're getting posters autographed, because then they're flattened out. Even when you roll them up, you got them flat in that book for a long time. You roll them up to go to a show, they'll still come out pretty easy. Oh, you have that, Colin, on a shirt. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Oh, really? That's cool. That'd be a great shirt.
Wow.
The hedge pin and that one, they go for like 50 a piece? Wow. I didn't realize that.
Travis, yeah. Mr. Deeds, when frickin' Adam Sandler's playing with John McEnroe in the street. Remember they're frickin' throwing shit at cars? Oh, I love that.
That is our collectible spotlight for this fine evening.
How about Happy Gilmore? He's reprising his role as Happy Gilmore. Sorry, I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be okay.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that. So they're doing another Happy Gilmore?
He signed on with Netflix. Yeah, I guess he's been writing a follow-up. Yeah.
Did not know that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
They're expensive, Lurch. I will say that they're a couple $100, but I'm going to tell you, man, they are worth it. They are worth it. It's not like that freaking Jamie Lee Curtis lobby card for $500. God damn.
Seriously, you can get 2 or 3 of these things for that.
I saw that you guys were, we talked about it in the chat. That's right. I was hoping about 200, maybe 250, right, Pat, for that Jamie Lee Curtis thing?
If it was $200, I probably would have got it because I do like the lobby card. I thought it was cool. You know me and my lobby cards. I love lobby cards, and if it's signed, because I don't have anything signed by her, and it's for charity. Okay, even 250. Okay, 250 for charity. 500, keep it.
Oh God, Ryan's putting a real test there. I might have to go with Big Daddy because I get a kick out of old balls. Gross.
Yeah, yeah, I like both.
If Joe was here, Joe would bond about that, Ryan. We love that whole thing with Big Daddy. He's got a great 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die?
You can see that they had the original 74 Leatherface mask on display at Texas Frightmare. The OG, the original one. Really? Who the hell owns that?
No, I didn't.
I did not see that. Who owns it, Lurch?
Bill, we'll catch up soon, bud.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you and we'll discuss next Tales from the Dark Side episode when we can get it going.
Lurch, I don't know if Joe got pictures of that. I'm curious. I figured. Sorry, Joe would have had pictures of that.
Hey, that's what I tell everybody every day. I wet my own ass.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
It looks like rawhide now. I can only imagine what it looks like. It's probably shot the shit.
Like the original 78 mask? That's still hysterical.
Yeah, the original. It's like he has no teeth. Yeah, it's like he's got dentures now. There was somebody in the collectors group that replicated what that looks like now. Did you see that? They made a mask of what the OG mask looks like now.
Like that's like if that was like in a chat, I would probably do like the Ryan Reynolds. But why? The GIF, why?
Did we need this? Did we really need this? But yeah, we'll do a couple of quick shameless plugs. We'll chat for a little bit, then we'll keep it under 2 hours, like we've been trying to do, but we always just don't shut the fuck up. So we have a couple of channel members in the chat tonight. If you want to become a channel member, there's 3 tiers. We're going to start doing some exclusive videos. We haven't done them yet because I think after I'll have some more free time after Memorial Day. I'd like to start doing green rooms if we could all get to the podcast on time. We're always late. We'll figure something out. But
well, no, we're not. It's this time of the year where it's busy, right, Pat?
It's just busy. I think things for me after next weekend should slow down a little bit. So we'll get some more stuff out and do some exclusive stuff. And yeah, I'll make it worthwhile. And everybody that joins, the money's going to go into the channel. We'll do some raffles and some giveaways. So it's basically just going to go right back to you guys.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, this was from 2 weeks ago. Our top 5 food scenes in horror. Speaking of Chainsaw Massacre, that's a motley crew right there. Actually, getting up to breakfast and seeing that. I did see a few people like that at the hotel when I was in Detroit in the morning.
Really?
Oh, there was a couple of critters. So that's tomorrow's top 5 from our episode 2 weeks ago. That's there, and make sure you come back. There's Jason with his bottle cap mask.
Acne head.
Yeah, doesn't it look like a bottle cap? It looks like a bottle cap. So we're watching Jason Goes to Hell this Tuesday. That's our watch along. Make sure you guys join us for that. And if you haven't watched our video, Brett and I, when we visited Camp Novi Bosco and Blairstown Diner, go check that out.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was a great weekend. A lot of fun. A lot of drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Many
buying?
breweries. If you haven't seen, I did my Tots mask unboxing. Shout out to Matt Arts. I picked it up from Halloween Daily News. Go check it out.
Yeah, he gave you a shout out for buying it with his discount. That was cool.
Yeah, it was good. So that was the last one I needed for my collection, and I got it.
Yeah, if
You,
you guys ever want to talk Halloween, Pat, I'm sorry, just
Yeah.
Lurch is there with us from time to time. But check out Matt Arts. It's usually sometimes he does it's usually every Monday night, but it's a lot of fun in the chat talking Halloween and Halloween themed stuff. But
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It makes Monday night it's a good way to end Mondays because Mondays usually suck.
Yeah.
So
Halloween daily news.
my big thing is as of lately, I usually get the first half hour, 45 minutes, and then I'm in bed. I'm tired.
9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. I think
Yep,
that's what it is.
9:31 or 10:31 to be exact. Yep. So I'm sure he'll be live tomorrow night, and it's always a lot of fun. We're channel members, as Lurch is too. Give support to him. And I threw this up here the other day. I never got back to my album ranking, so I did my top 10 albums of 1975. I'm sure you can just guess right there from the cover what my number one was. Don't
Who's
be
that chick?
spoilery.
Oh, David Bowie.
David Bowie. And as you guys know, we're here every Sunday. Although we have to discuss what we're going to do next weekend because next weekend is Memorial Day. So we're usually here Sunday nights live with the podcast, and Tuesdays for the watch-alongs, and then book clubs. Book club will probably start. So we finished H Kills book club. So we're going to probably start Halloween Ends maybe next Thursday. I think I could do next Thursday. Definitely not this week. Maybe next Thursday. And if you want to just listen to us, we're streaming. We're drinking on all these streaming platforms. Make sure you we closed it, just hit 1,350 subscribers, man. Keep going. Hit that subscribe button. Don't cost nothing. Hit that like button, all that happy horse shit. That's what I do all the time. People always say, it's funny, somebody was asking me, like, why are you guys always asking? I said, well, because you meet more people, you get a broader audience, the more people subscribe and hit likes and stuff like that. And I always make it a point. I figure if somebody's going to entertain me, least I can do is hit that fucking like or subscribe. Don't cost nothing.
Good night, Travis. I guess I look like little Michael Myers down there.
And if you guys are on Facebook, join the Facebook group. Just basically keeps updates on what's going on in the channel. Joe has been MIA, but he's at Texas Frightmare, so we said a lot of good stories, and I'm sure I can only imagine how much stuff he's going to have for the next episode. So make sure you go check out his channel. He just posted up a video from Texas Frightmare, which I'm probably going to watch after this. So go check it out, and he's also got a Facebook group for his podcast. That is all the shite going on. What's going on in the chat? Now it says I'll check that out. Yeah, it's a lot. You'll see a lot of familiar things on that list. Thanks, Travis. Thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good week. Hopefully, we see you Tuesday night.
Good
Lurch,
time.
our good buddy Lurch. It's always a blast. Chat.
Take care, Lurch. Take care, buddy.
We need to do a video chat with you. It's been a while since we've all chatted together, so we'll have to put something together.
Yeah.
Let's see, and that's it, man. Thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. If you want to become a channel member, you don't have to, but hey, it's just more shit we can give away. More shite. So you hang out for a second. We'll say our goodbyes after the fact, and everybody have a great week. And we'll see everybody on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And that's it. See you Tuesday.
See you guys.